Experience Abu Dhabi.
Good morning, everybody, and good afternoon from wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Tiffany Schaefer. I'm with the Site Education team, and welcome to today's webinar, Bridging Cultures in Abu Dhabi, a preview of Site Global Conference 2026, presented with our friends from the Abu Dhabi Conventions and Exhibitions Bureau. If you have been a Site member and attended our webinars before, this is our first time using Microsoft Teams as a webinar hosting platform, so please forgive any tech issues, little slowdowns as they happen, but we are here to innovate and continue bringing the best for you. I'd like to remind the audience that this is a traditional webinar, so your cameras and microphones are on mute throughout the webcast. Please submit any questions that you have via the Q&A function on your webinar toolbar. There will be significant time at the end of our conversation today for questions. This meeting is being recorded and will be available in the Learn Hub soon following this broadcast. Before we begin, I'd like to say thank you, our members, for your continued support of Site. I'm going to throw some links in the chat just now for some upcoming events and general information, because we have a lot of great things coming your way as always. Be sure to click through those links after the conversation today. And with that, I will turn it over to our fearless leader, Site CEO, Annette Gregg.
Thanks, Tiffany, and hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. You know, this is a really unique opportunity for us to dive into an exciting destination. Many of you know this that have been around Site for a long time, but every other year we try to take our global conference outside of North America. So while North America is the majority of our membership, we have membership in nearly 90 countries. And so we do try to take global conference around the world to make it more accessible for more of our members and also more of the incentive professionals community. So we're thrilled to be going to Abu Dhabi. And recently, I had a chance to sit down with the director of the Abu Dhabi Convention and Visitors Bureau, Mubarak Shamsi, and just ask him some questions about, hey, what can we expect? But also, what's it like culturally? Because I've done very little travel in that area, and I know a lot of my friends I talked to from North America haven't done so much travel in that area. So we wanted to get to some misperceptions and just some blunt questions around safety and security and access. So enjoy this chat with Mubarak. And then after the chat, we'll have a couple folks from the Abu Dhabi Tourism Bureau join us back for some open Q&A. All right, Tiffany, I'm thrilled to spend some time here with my friend Mubarak Al-Shamisi, who's the director of the Abu Dhabi Convention and Visitors Bureau. So we decided to take a few minutes together and just talk about this wonderful destination because, as most of you know, Site is taking its global conference there in 2026. We will be there in just a few short months. So Mubarak, we are thrilled. We really cannot wait to be there.
And we're very excited, and thank you so much for having me here today in this great webinar to welcome the members. And definitely we are as thrilled as you are to welcome everybody in Abu Dhabi and the next Site Global Conference in Abu Dhabi.
Thank you so much. Well, my first question with you is let's just get right into it. You know, there are a lot of misperceptions just about the Middle East in general, and the UAE is its own entity. And for a lot of us in the West, we don't really understand, how close or far things are. And we might think that there's conflict all throughout the Middle East, and we know that's not true. So Abu Dhabi has consistently been ranked one of the safest cities in the world. So what do you think makes it stand out as such a secure and welcoming destination for international visitors?
That's a very important question you reflected, Annette, and I think it's really important for us to reflect it today. And as you said, let me speak numbers to reflect exactly today what is happening. Today in Abu Dhabi, today we have been considerably ranked as among the most safest cities in the world. And now I'm talking about numbers. According to NEMO 2025 global report, the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, the country, ranked as the second globally for the safest country in the world, with Abu Dhabi, the destination, once again taking the top spot for the ninth consecutive year. This achievement today as the safest city, this achievement reflects today the visionary leadership of the United Arab Emirates today, which really reflected the commitment today of the destinations on safety and how important safety is for everybody who is living in the destination and is coming to Abu Dhabi specifically. Now, this commitment, of course, reflected to the innovation and the advanced technology that we have in the destinations. Of course, also the AI-driven solutions. All of that has really created an outstanding security framework to the destination, all of which definitely reflected to be one of the most safest cities in Abu Dhabi itself. Beyond that, beyond the system itself, it's also in the spirit of the people of Abu Dhabi itself that makes the visitors or who are coming to the destinations feel really safe and welcome. Today, also, it's very important for us to reflect, as you've mentioned today, safety and to reflect also the hospitality of the destination itself, which we call in Arabic the hafawa. Hafawa reflects or means safety in Arabic. Reflects hospitality in Arabic. It's really deeply rooted within the Emirati culture today. It is really a reflection of the generosity and the warmth that really passed down through generations. Through generation to everyone here who are living here in the destination in Abu Dhabi. It's really expressed through a very great welcoming gesture, like the Arabic coffee, the dates, the genuine connection that you feel and you really get when you come here and meet the people and the destination.
I can't imagine how proud you are to have you. Did you say for the 9th year in a row, it's the safest city? That's really incredible to you and on the leadership in the city to really have that commitment and to see that year after year. So congratulations. It's wonderful.
You see, as you've mentioned, Annette, it's really important for us today. Numbers are there to prove it, and we understand that. But nothing proves such an amazing, how amazing city and safe the destination is. Just how it's really doing great from seeing it and believing it by yourselves. You're going to be here next year, and the members going to be here, and they're going to see it from their own eyes, and they're going to feel how safety and how really welcoming the destination is. Today, the destination itself is the hub of the majority of international events that are hosted here, either in the leisure side of things, entertainment side, celebrities, or business events in different sectors in the destination. And if that reflects something, if it says something, it says how stable and safe the destination is.
Absolutely. And really, it's so impressive to see the destination, how far it's come in the last couple decades. I mean, it truly is such an international destination of choice for everything from incentives to big conventions. I mean, you have all the assets, so many of the great hotel brands that many of which we're using when we're going to be there. And it kind of is that place where tradition meets modernity. You have all of the modern assets there. And what cultural experiences will our attendees have the chance to immerse themselves in during our global conference?
Today, a great question. So I believe today the destination Abu Dhabi is really a place where heritage and innovation really coexist really beautifully, and they come together really nicely. Our culture, as I've mentioned before, is really deeply rooted in tradition. And yet we fully embrace the progress and creativity. And you will see and feel that when you come here to the destination itself. This is why I'm really excited about the members coming here to the destination and really working very closely with your team and our team to create those itineraries for them to see and experience everything else. During site global conference itself, attendees can definitely and will impress themselves in variety of cultural experiences that we will have here in Abu Dhabi itself. from, for example, exploring UNESCO World Heritage Sites like Al Ain and Qasr Hassan, to visiting global iconic attractions and museums like Louvre Abu Dhabi and Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. And I really highly recommend also to visit a lot of other areas, for example, the Saadiyat Culture District, which is home of an extraordinary constellation of a lot of institutions like Louvre Abu Dhabi, Manarat Saadiyat. It's a gallery that we have in the in Saadiyat Culture District, Berkeley Abu Dhabi, Team Lab Phenomena in Abu Dhabi itself. By the time, and the great news is, by the time that SAC Global Congress will take place here in Abu Dhabi, the Zayed National Museum will be open, and the Natural History Museum also will be open. Both of them will be open for the members to experience and come and visit. And I tell you, Annette, it's going to be an experience where people and members will not forget. And this is going to be one of the most remarkable culture destination I believe the members will have in one place that they can visit during the SAC Global Conference, and something that they can take away that they will not forget.
Oh, it's wonderful. And we want people to come early and stay longer and experience the entire destination, the whole region, right, when they're there. I'm so grateful to you're talking about the heritage and the cultural and the history, because that's so important to travelers now. You know, we come to these conferences, we don't want them just to stay inside these wonderful hotels. We want them out in the destination, experiencing the destination for themselves. And Abu Dhabi is such a rich history, and they're going to be able to feel that authenticity. And another thing that's really important to all the participants, not just of our conferences, but all of business events participants, is just that they feel like it's safe for them, and that it's a sense of belonging. And one of the great assets that Abu Dhabi has is the diversity of your own population. You have over 200 nationalities there, which is kind of mind-blowing. So how does diversity shape the hospitality and experiences that people that come into the region can expect?
So we are. You said it yourself. We live amongst 200 different nationalities. And I think that really enriches every visitor's experiences. We live with those nationalities always in our mind, in our planning, in our planning for the cities, or even our plan for the programming for the destinations, and in everyday, day-to-day life experiences. And this reflects across the destination experiences itself, from the cuisines, from the events that we have in the destination, and the warmth of those cultures to our interactions with those different nationalities. Today, the members and the attendees who will come and to SAC Global Conference will definitely enjoy the hospitality of the Emirati hospitality, which embraces all those different nationalities, and they will feel really belonging to the destination itself, and they will feel home. Alongside, of course, as I've mentioned today, the mix of the cuisine, the art, the tradition that we have in the destination, and the different attractions that we have. Also, it's important to reflect today some of the points I always would like to highlight. English is really widely spoken here, so you don't have to worry about that. Everywhere you have to go, you can speak English, and different languages also, but English is widely spoken, so you don't have to worry about that. And definitely inclusivity is really a key value for us, which really makes Abu Dhabi today one of the most, I would say, open and welcoming destination in the world. Such opening or such diversity to more than 200 nationalities really opened the mindset of the destinations in the past years, and really made it an open destination for everyone and welcomed everyone to its land.
I'm so grateful you brought that up, because just one question I had personally, just speaking kind of on cultural sensitivity. Well, it's great that you're welcoming, and you have 200 nationalities, and you really welcome the world to Abu Dhabi. And at the same time, as global citizens, we want to be respectful of your culture. So just, as a woman, do I wear a headdress. So tell me a little bit about what's expected of say, do women need to do head coverings when what's advice you would give to attendees? How does that work?
It's very simple and straightforward, and I will not say more than respect the culture as is. So today, living with 200 nationalities means that we need also to live with them. You are not expected to cover your hair. You are not expected to act outside of your normal living day to day. We are an open destination to everyone, but at the same time, maximum or more than being respectful to the culture, nothing outside of that. And nothing more than that I can say, but it's really open. Of course, goes without saying, certain attractions, like for example, Grand Mosque. The Grand Mosque has definitely a different ecosystem to it, which again, there is certain people who will sit and will tell you exactly, even if you don't have the proper clothing for it, they will give you the proper clothing for it to wear it and to go, and they will give you the guidance to do it. At the same time, we made sure also in our hoteliers and the concierge services that we have in Abu Dhabi, you won't feel left alone. If you have any question in your mind, you can ask anybody, from the bellboy to the concierge to the hotel to the taxi driver, how it is. And it's really easy. People are coming to Abu Dhabi from across the world, from everywhere, and they live their life very normally with no issues at all.
Great. So helpful. Thank you. Well, so we talked a little bit about some of these only in Abu Dhabi moments that our participants and attendees might experience. But is there anything else that this is? You mentioned the Grand Mosque, and that's probably one of those things everybody has to see while they're there, right? So is there anything else like that? It has to be. You have to see it when you come to Abu Dhabi. What's one or two things?
There are many things, to be honest, in Abu Dhabi, you can really experience. I think it's one of really like none you can experience in the destination. But that maybe let me reflect on some of those experiences, I would say, that you cannot really experience. For example, I don't know how thrilled you are, like how interested you are in theme parks and all that. But again, we have them all. Warner Brothers, Ferrari World, Disney World is coming up to the destination. If you are interested and thrilled about, fast rides, you can ride the world fastest roller coaster here in Abu Dhabi at Ferrari World. Or you can relax a little bit and do an amazing kayaking through the mangrove forest that we have in Abu Dhabi, which is a really amazing experience that you cannot have it anywhere else. Or explore, for example, with the beautiful dunes, which is going to be an amazing weather during the times of the conference in Abu Dhabi, of the empty dunes of the empty quarter. You're going to have an amazing thing. Or if you want to go a little bit to the next level, or have a Michelin star restaurant meal somewhere in the city, you can have all that. Again, I've reflected a little bit about if you are interested onto the nature and UNESCO World Heritage Site. We have also that in Abu Dhabi and Al Ain. Or if you are interested also in art, also we have that at Saadiyat Island itself, as I've told you, in that gathering of those different museums in the destination in Abu Dhabi at Saadiyat Island, all that you can do in one day, which is really amazing. Again, imagine yourself coming in the morning, visiting Louvre Abu Dhabi, going out from Louvre Abu Dhabi itself, knowing about the UAE history in the National Museum, going to the Abrahamic family house, knowing about the three faiths, the Islamic and the different three faiths we have here, and going after that to Team Lab Phenomena and having an immersive experience that you cannot have anywhere else. All that exists within 5-minute drive and walk with each other. This is something that you cannot have or experience anywhere else. There is many in it. I can't speak until tomorrow about these things, but rest assured, I'm working very closely with your team, and my team is working with your team to make sure The members will have the time and they will experience these things when they are coming here to the destination. Definitely.
Oh, it's so exciting. For those of you that haven't been to a global conference before, we do have a day or an afternoon of destination immersion. So you'll have the opportunity to choose from several different opportunities like Mubarak's talking about. But I just learned so much just about the diversity, even the biodiversity that you have mangroves alongside dunes. It's kind of amazing. I'm thrilled because again, it'll be my first time.
We'll try to steal the delegates to stay a little bit longer after the Congress, after the conference, headed to the destination for a couple of days to enjoy that here in Abu Dhabi. But definitely, I can tell you that for sure, what the conference will bring to them from a programming perspective and from a destination perspective, I can tell you for sure the experience you'll have in Abu Dhabi, it will be like none you have experienced before, and you will take it and you'll remember it forever.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, as we finish out our little chat here, I guess the last question for you, Mubarak, is what's a common misperception people have about Abu Dhabi that you'd love to clear up?
Reflect a couple of things from my perspective and from what I hear internationally about the destination. Is good that I reflected. Abu Dhabi is not a desert city. Abu Dhabi is a very big destination. In reality today, it's an amazing destination with a remarkable diversity. Amazing lush mangroves, as I've mentioned, pristine beaches that you cannot even believe. The beaches that we have at Saadiyat Island, the Saadiyat beach in Saadiyat Island, you'll experience it. You won't believe your eyes. The landmark, the architecture that we have in the destination, the rich culture, the fabric that blends the old and the new, you will not experience it anywhere else. Today, Abu Dhabi is an amazing contrast and balanced between the old and the new. You will find the innovation, the latest AI-driven applications and institutions, the education side, the different sectors, developments. You'll find it here. Abu Dhabi will be the hub for it. We offer both the scenery and the excitement, the heritage and the innovation, all of them that you will have here in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi has more than you have in mind. The ones who did not come and see Abu Dhabi, I'm sure as someone who came and saw it, he will tell you what Abu Dhabi is. But I'm glad I have this opportunity today to shed a little bit of what Abu Dhabi is to the members who will have the chance to come and see Abu Dhabi for their own eyes. And I would love to see and speak to every one of them after the event itself and take their feedback, because it's the best part of my job is to see and speak to the ones who are first coming to the destinations and to get their feedback and to get their impression of their first time visiting the destination.
Well, I cannot wait. I am thrilled. And I just want to thank you personally for your partnership. Your team's been wonderful to work with, so responsive. And all the partners in your destination have been wonderful, all the hotels and the venues. So if it's any indication, just as a client, we've had a wonderful experience so far. And I know it's going to be incredible in just a few short months. So thank you again, my friend, and we'll see you very soon.
Thank you so much, and hope to see everyone, you in Abu Dhabi very, very soon. And I'm sure you're going to have an amazing event here in Abu Dhabi. Thank you, Annette, and thank you for all the great efforts in putting an amazing event together. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Talk soon.
Thank you.
All right. Hi again, everybody. Well, that was our chat just yesterday. And now we just want to open it up to your questions. There is in Teams, there's a specific Q&A platform there, a little button on top. So if you could put your questions in there, we'll have Jasmine Liu and I think one of her colleagues, Mom, are joining us from the Abu Dhabi Convention and Visitors Bureau in case there's anything that the team here can't answer. But anybody have any questions? And thank you also, while you're getting your questions together, thank you for the chat. There's been some really positive input about those of you that have been to Abu Dhabi. I know a lot of our industry events recently have been there, and it's great to see the input and all of the social media posts and just all the different assets in the destination. All right, so looks like they're popping over there, or there's some in the chat. I see. Okay. Can you suggest some MICE properties? Jasmine, I can talk about, or Liz, my team, we can talk about the properties that site is using, but do you want to take this first question about MICE properties in Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. This is Jasmine from the Abu Dhabi Convention and Exhibition Bureau. Pertaining to the question, MICE property, it's a very broad question, so maybe we narrow down to a couple of things. We obviously have ADNEC, the Abu Dhabi National Exhibition and Convention Center. So that is where a lot of our major exhibitions, trade shows, conferences take place. Additionally, we also have the Etihad Arena, which is home to a lot of concerts, entertainment, musicals. The NBA games also took place 2 weekends ago, and we're now hosting the UFC fights. The arena is also quite flexible, which allows conferences to happen as well. For example, end of the year, we're hosting the TIACA convention, which will use some of the arena for exhibition as well as meetings. And of course, a lot of our hotels also have convention city facilities, such as the Emirates Palace, which is under the Mandarin Oriental Group, as well as the Etihad Conrad, which also has a good convention facility, and much more. So I hope that addressed your question. And if you have further questions about venues, do not hesitate to just write to us, and we'll be happy to share a meeting planner guide with you. Actually, the meeting planner guide is available on our website, which you can download to find out more about our interesting conventional space as well as unconventional space.
Great. Thanks, Jasmine. And I know specifically for Global Conference, our headquarter hotel is the Ritz-Carlton. And Liz, I think we have 3 more hotels we're using. Could be, I think it's the fair. There you go.
Yes, so we also will have smaller room blocks at the Fairmont and at Traders and Shangri-La, and all of the room rates are comparable or slightly less than that at the Ritz-Carlton at our host hotel. So once we launch registration, you'll see everything on there, but the majority of the group and our host hotel where all of our meetings will be is at the Ritz-Carlton.
Great. There's a follow-up question here from Todd, Liz, just about double occupancy rate. Do we happen to know that offhand, or we can get back to him?
I don't know it off the top of my head, but Todd, I can send it over to you.
And Dennis, I know the team usually does pre and post events. We have some official ones that we'll publish, but I don't know if we've secured, I don't know the details on those yet, Liz, and I don't know, do you know what Samantha's been working on?
We are working on them right now to secure some pre and post options.
So by the time we launch registration, Dennis, we'll have that, at least some strawman details for you, so you'll know how to book your air. Okay, anything over in the Q&A? I had a question, Jasmine, and I think I addressed this just with you or the team, even on site. So I'm a hugger. And, is that proper? Is that proper for the UAE to hug? Is that okay? That's very North American, I realize, but what's proper protocol there?
Yeah, I mean, you can hug, you can give each other a kiss on the cheek. We're fine. Yes.
Great.
Annette, if I may add, this is Muammar. Good to see you, Annette. Hi, how are you? A matter of fact, we do hug every day at office. So we are as much huggers as you guys in the States.
Great. Good to hear. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Iris, we'll have some transfer information when we launch as well, but yes, we'll have transfers.
The airport transfers, though, to clarify, will not be from Dubai. The airport transfers are just from Abu Dhabi.
Right.
So I know there are some people who'd like to fly into Dubai, but there are many options into Abu Dhabi as well. So there will be airport transfers provided from the Abu Dhabi airport to the host hotels.
Thanks, Liz.
And from the Dubai airport, the drive to Abu Dhabi is only about an hour and a half, so it's actually quite manageable.
Great.
And Brilliance Hotel has this question about when is the best time to visit. I would say it's all year round, but of course summer can be a bit overwhelming at 55 degrees Celsius. But we have a lot of attractions indoor. And of course, our winter months has started, which is October till March. So site conference is actually in February. So the weather is very cool and very refreshing.
That's great. Back to the transportation, Jasmine. So if they do fly into Dubai, would they catch a taxi, or is there Uber and Lyft in the UAE?
Is Uber.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great.
So there's Uber, there is Careem, which is the local equivalent of Uber.
Great.
And of course, taxis, buses.
Great.
If they take Emirates, the Emirates airline, they also offer a shuttle bus, but it would be good to check in with the Emirates desk.
Very good. Okay.
Annette, I'd like to add that today we are working with the team. We might, with the help of our partners, stakeholders, we are looking into providing some shuttle service for the delegates visiting Site Global Conference in Abu Dhabi from both airports, Abu Dhabi and Dubai.
Great. Thank you, Marmer. Lisa has a question about what airline partners will offer discounted air. I know we are working on something there, but Liz, do you know offhand?
I don't have the details. I'm waiting to hear back. I don't know if Jasmine or Muammar have that information. I know that we had an outstanding question, and I believe your team was working on securing. I know Etihad is the national airline, and that was one of the partners that we were hoping to get some discounted rates from.
Both, actually. The team is working to provide both discount rates from Etihad and Emirates. So hopefully we'll be able to announce soon some codes.
Thank you for that. That's great. Okay, what other questions? I want to make sure. I think we're caught up on most of them that have been in the chat or Q&A. And thank you again, Colleen. Thanks for that comment. That the site board was there for an executive summit a few years ago, and I did see all the different variety of activities that they experienced. And we're really trying to keep some of these surprises, but I'm the worst at keeping surprises, but some of the things we have planned during Global Conference are going to be over the top. It's going to be wonderful.
Annette, by the time I think so, by the time the conference will start, there are more surprises. I can assure you.
Oh, I imagine. I imagine. Right. Any other questions? Now's your opportunity. Any cultural questions? Anything like that? Go. Well, of course, we'll put together, like we always do, a full know before you go, and that'll have attire suggestions in there as well, and how to pack as we get our venue selections finalized. So a lot of those questions are coming, or those answers are coming. We have, for those of you who haven't seen some of the chat, we'll be launching registration in a few weeks. I think it's the week of November 10th. But we do have some information already on the website, just a lot of the FAQs and the general questions that you all have had. Yeah, thanks, Tiffany. Just put some more in the chat there. And if you have been too shy today and you have other questions about the destination and just accessibility or any questions about that region, please just reach out to us. So all of our contact information is available on this same fact sheet there. And we just want to make sure that you're as excited about this opportunity as we are. I think as soon as we open registration, it will fill up very, very quickly. So if you are planning on doing it, Todd, are we still taking hosted buyers? I think at this point, we have extended all of the invitations to those that were approved. But go ahead and send them over to Samantha Nicastro, and she'll know if there's any cancellations or holes to fill. But that process has been completed at this time. And actually, just you all should be excited to know the foundation is supporting 10 scholarship recipients to go this year, more than they've ever sent before. So we're thrilled about that as well for Site Foundation. David, are you looking at a contact information for Samantha? I think that's what you're doing. So I'll put that in there. Samantha Nicastro is our staff person. That's the liaison for the hosted buyer program. So this is, there you go. There you go. Great. Thanks, Tiffany. All right, team. Any other questions for the Abu Dhabi team or our events team? Okay. Well, Jasmine, Muammar, and of course, Mubarak for our conversation yesterday. Just thank you so much. You all have been wonderful, like I said, partners. I know we've been working on this for a few years now, and we're thrilled to bring this community of incentive professionals to Abu Dhabi and that entire region. Again, it's not a new region for incentive travel. It's absolutely established, and it has these wonderful assets that we're thrilled to be exploring firsthand in February. We'll see you in a few months.
Looking forward.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody, so much for being here today. Registration for Global Conference will open the week of November 10th. That webpage I posted in the chat will be continuously evolving. So if you want to bookmark that, we will update that as program details get finalized. Thank you for spending this last 45 minutes with us, and we will see you next time. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you all.